All right, so what's poppin', Big Headed fam? Thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Big Headed Unfiltered. Now, I know it's been a while, man, but we have brung the show back, man. New season, new cast. So it's your boy, Big Gotti, man.
It's your boy, BZ Mac, and the handicap assassin.
And it's the kid that everybody let us see. Your boy, KVNG Versace. What's happening?
Off top, man. Versace, jump into that news for him. Let him know what's been popping this week for Unfiltered, man.
All right, so today we're going to talk about the new allegations that are being released against Drake.
Okay.
And basically what's going on is now that they're saying that Drake had something to do with Xxxtentacions murder.
I was hearing about it.
It. Right. So back then, there was always the controversy between Drake and Xxxtentation about, Drake stealing Xxxtentation's flow from the song "Look at Me."
Yeah.
And ever since then, there was always a back and forth between Drake and Xxxtentation.
Mm-hmm.
And then, literally, within like the past 4 days, videos have been surfacing about Drake really having to be the one that actually hired the murderer for Xxxtentacion. So what do you guys think about that?
I seen the video on Law and Crime. It threw me off because I was like, Drake got something to do with it. Now, I know that during the trial last year, I believe that they didn't let Drake even go over there and testify or even, give his comments. I guess they said it was like outlandish and there was no facts to what they were saying. So Drake didn't even have to go. But now that it's come out that he might be, more deeply tied into it, that's kind of crazy. I mean, what you think, Beezy?
No, and I've been saying this the whole time because I've been having feelings. I think we brought it up on one of the old shows, Table Talk or something. But yeah,
right.
I brought it up, said he has something to do with it, and people just looking at me crazy, like, yeah, right. But like you said, there's a lot of evidence that matched up. Like they were going at it back and forth. He was making comments. X was making comments about Drake's mom and posting pics of Drake, and you know what I'm saying, not good pictures. You know
right? Yeah. No, I heard the pictures that were being released by Xxxtentation were from him doing, immoral acts.
Yeah.
with
dirty deeds with the man. Yeah.
With other people, with other men.
Yeah, I seen the pictures too. I was like, man, this is kind of, of course, Drake gonna be mad because if he putting things like that, of him like, giving oral favors and things like that to men and, stuff coming out of his mouth and stuff like that. Of course, Drake gonna, he gonna be mad. And I think that might make you mad enough to kill. I mean, in my personal opinion.
That's what I was just about to say.
You gotta imagine though, as much money as Drake has though.
Yeah.
Because of the fact that like where he came from, established from Young Money all the way to being around Diddy and everybody else, I feel like Drake is just being groomed to be like the next P. Diddy, pretty much, you know what I'm saying?
And that you were talking about the money, he got the money.
Yeah, like he has the money to, you know what I'm saying, to just get rid of anybody he wants to, because to him, that's pennies. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's play money, you know what I'm saying? He's throwing that away every day, you know what I'm saying?
I agree with that.
No, facts. And I'm glad they're looking more into it because...
Right.
And to put it on his head, I mean, like you said, that's play money. That's really no money for him to even... He ain't tripping off that,
Right.
And I heard it was like, what, 50K
you have to
or something?
At,
it was like 50K, something like that.
But see, that's also, too, what Xxxtentation had on his persons, too. It was the 50K. You know what I'm saying? That they had obtained.
So that's why they said 100,000.
So we don't, he could have got the money that, Drake had or whatever. But you got to still look into the facts about who the people were that he even hired to get rid of them. Where are they from? What are their backgrounds? You know what I'm saying?
What ties
do they have to Drake?
Wasn't he seen in a picture with one of them?
One of them, yes, was seen in the video, yeah, or like a picture with
the mask and everything.
Right, yeah.
XXX's mask, like type shit.
Hey, right. So to me, when you look at it like that, you got to say to yourself, well, maybe they should have called them to the witness stand because
because it shows if you have any type of communication with this person in any way ever, and this happens, and you guys have already had some type of altercation beforehand, that right there should have just been enough evidence right there for them to call Drake in.
And why you think
I completely agree.
Subpoena him into the courtroom for
they were trying to do it, but they didn't have enough evidence.
They didn't have enough evidence because X was dead. That's why.
But they deleted all their Twitters and all that.
Right. There was nobody else because the uncle ran off too. He didn't get to see everything. As soon as it happened, bro jumped out the car and took off running.
But y'all got to give credit to Drake's legal team is all I'm saying. Drake never touched that courtroom. He never stepped foot in there because Drake has high-powered lawyers.
That just shows you the power.
He got high-powered lawyers, and they're like, bro, even if he was part of it, we going to make sure we, throw this under the rug and make sure that y'all can't get a bar of this in court. Because if the jurors would have heard this, they might have been reconsidered.
And that's why he's rapping the way he's rapping, like he can't be touched and this and that. Right. He's got away with it for so long.
And here's another question, though, that also should be raised. When it comes to these situations with these people in power, should they have this much power because of the money that they have? And Should they not just be getting tried? Look what happened with Diddy. Diddy was able to run wild.
Because they have this power and they don't use it in the right ways. And now it comes back to bite them in the ass.
But see, now people are starting to stand up for themselves and to looking into that now is showing that a lot more of these people are being held accountable. So,
but I don't think Diddy would have ever got tried, like period point blank, if he didn't sue his alcohol company. It was like a tequila company. Yeah. They did something wrong. He won the lawsuit, and all of a sudden, as soon as he won that lawsuit, they threw bruh under the bus. Like it was over from that point. Right. So I feel like at a certain point, like Diddy was going with the grain, even though he was doing all this weird, these parties and stuff like that. Even the people that was in the tequila company, they was going with it. They didn't care. You know what I mean? But as soon as they sued him, or he sued him and they lost, or he lost, then they lost. Yeah. Right. Then that was bad.
Right. But that just goes to show you don't bite the hand that feeds you. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're doing business with somebody that's another powerful hand too. Yeah. You can't just go against somebody like that knowing that there's going to be some type of backlash wave. He just didn't care. You know what I'm saying?
He didn't.
No, he's getting careless for sure.
You say
he was getting careless for sure. He didn't care who he was hurting, what he was doing. Like you could see it. He was on TV. He's like, you gotta wait. He was being weird in interviews. And
facts. It's that money. It gets to your head and make you invincible. You think you can do anything. You gonna get away with anything.
Right. And all of a sudden, you can pay anybody off and do whatever. Like,
and all of a sudden, shit start calculating differently to you. Like, man, I'm gonna do whatever I want to. But it came back to bite him in the ass. But when you got a person like Drake, right, putting up that money on a person like X, you got to realize that shit might come out in the long run.
He's right along there with him. They just, like you said, more coming out as they look into it. You know what I mean? They just didn't look into Drake like that. Now they're gonna put more, you know what I'm saying, on him.
Like I said, in my opinion, it's that legal team. You know what I mean? That legal team. If you got some high powered lawyers, you ain't never gonna step foot in court.
A lot of them do got them high powered Jewish lawyers. For sure.
Off top, and that's gonna overturn everything, anyways. You feel me? But what else we got up, man?
Yeah, speaking of held accountable, man, we got your boy Durk, already getting sentenced and everything.
You said sentence?
Yeah, young Durk.
Like he ain't getting sentenced.
They're trying to throw the book at him and everything already. Like, someone's giving up information.
You
said he's getting tried. He ain't getting sentenced.
They're trying to speed it. They're trying to speed it up.
Well, he's probably taking it to trial. You know what I'm saying? And probably took it to a speedy trial, which probably makes it like, you know what I'm saying, for they have to speed up the process for.
Yeah, no, they're trying to whop him. Yeah,
but of course, like I did some digging in of my own, and I found out I have some friends that are out of state too, and they told me, you know what I'm saying, like to look into it a little bit more, and come to find out, there is literally somebody that's from the whole OTF, whole OTF squad is giving up Durk.
Yeah, for sure.
The whole entire OTF squad snitched on Durk.
That's what I was hearing too.
It's crazy. Like, to me, that's like ludicrous. Like for you to have a whole team of people that you supported, you put these people on, you fed these people.
True statement.
You know what I'm saying?
Put them in position.
You put them in a whole new life, unless they still would have been in the slums, struggling. You know what I'm saying? Fiending, probably still selling crack or whatever.
Yeah.
And you're going to have the audacity to turn your back on the person that puts you on?
But see, that goes with loyalty. These days, loyalty don't mean nothing.
Nobody loyal.
Yeah, ain't no loyalty ain't even in that conversation no more. People trying to get over on each other. It'll be different. It'll be different if we was all like, oh, we're going to all try to build this up and we're going to be the biggest thing. But Durk was the one that was building it up. So they don't really feel no loyalty to OTF. You feel me? They feel a loyalty to O Block. You know what I mean?
The younger generation.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's their hood. Right. But they don't feel no loyalty. But they don't feel no loyalty to say
the loyalty in this new generation, there is none. They'll backdoor their own homies and all that. They don't care about none of that.
Yeah. So I think that like they're and then like I had to say that too, because they feel no loyalty to OTF, they feel no loyalty to O Block too. Because the reason why I say that is because look, they snitching on their own homies. You know what I mean? And the whole thing's coming out now. So it's like, why would y'all even snitch on your own homies, right? And he is the one that's feeding the block. He changed y'all lives. He put y'all on. Without him, y'all probably be working at Walmart, Taco Bell, something like that, trying to make it. Y'all be in the same type of life. So to throw a person like Durk under the bus is just like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what y'all even thinking.
Especially the fact that when he was doing so much to even try to change his life, you know what I'm saying, supporting the youth, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to imagine where he's come from and the struggle that man's been through, even if, you know what I'm saying, whatever he did transpired, you know what I'm saying? But, like, you got to understand that, like, bro's not just doing stuff just because, you know what I'm saying, it's the thing to do. He's doing things that's making moves and trying to change, you know what I'm saying, history for his community, you know what I'm saying?
He was still on some bullshit. You got to
He was on some...
But what you mean by that? Why you say that?
Because he was still like trying to do good, but he was still talking, burning ops and talking diss tracks and doing, you know what I mean?
Right. But you got to understand, everybody's human, you know what I'm saying? Nobody's perfect. And, with that being said, it's like, if somebody's trying,
No,
there
I
should be
get
the
it.
support behind for him to try. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
he tried to convert into a Muslim. He was trying, like you said.
Trying. At least he was trying to be a better man.
Facts.
And that's all really that needs to be shown into the light. Even in like the court system should look at that.
But no, I heard some prison call where he's like, man, I didn't even go to PC. I'm up here in general population still thugging. I ain't going to PC. Like, he's still on the same bullshit.
He didn't do anything wrong to be in PC.
Yeah, facts.
No, I know, but he's still on the same bullshit though.
Right, you know what I'm saying?
But he didn't snitch. That's all
That's all that matters.
That's
He's keeping it
He
real.
don't need to go to PC.
And
for sure.
He needs to understand, and the people need to understand that, like, even through all of the struggle,
he's still
standing on his business because of the fact that he knows that he is a genuine person and he is who he is. He's never gonna change for anybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not changing.
But I'm saying
for
when you're that deep
else.
in the game, it's kind of hard to change.
Well,
when you're getting that much money.
It's never like that because Kodak went and did that.
Because look,
same
he was
thing
feeling
too.
his whole family, and they just all folded on him. Like,
right, they did that to Kodak too, though. You know what I mean? Saying, look how his own homies and Kodak got Kodak high off
for
meth.
sure.
And
I'm gonna tell you like this.
Turn them all out.
I don't care how much money you got, right? I was watching a DJ Vlad interview with Freeway Ricky Ross just this morning, right? Yeah. So what I'm saying, Vlad is Vlad, but I'm saying I'm gonna be real. Rick Ross said, man, you got to be stupid, you know what I'm saying, or retarded to have that much money and still go back to the same things. And when I thought about it as a grown man, I'm saying to myself, yeah, you got to be retarded because if you're a millionaire, you got the power to take care of your family, go these different places, do these different things. Why are you still even engaging in street violence?
And I say that all the time.
If anything, you should be putting the hood on so we have businesses and stores, because he had enough money to where he probably could have put a store every block in Chicago in they hood. You know what I mean? But he ain't doing that. He want to do the negativity, but that don't mean that's not the stereotype that we want to follow by. Like, he did that on his own. That's not what we all need to be doing. So let's make sure we, you know what I'm saying, stand on some different principles. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying.
Free Durk until we see Durk, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta,
hey, free Durk because he was trying to change his life, and I understand the situations. I understand the situations and things we go through. You know what I'm saying, in life, and everything ain't the same. And I know you get mad, but I will say this too about Von. Von got killed, because Von was a hothead.
Yeah, he swung on Quando Rondo or whatever.
Yeah, I passed it the wrong way, huh?
It's Ashley.
Okay, Von went the wrong way with the shit. Like, what Von did was sock Quando Rondo, right? And his team, you know what they did after that? You know what I'm saying? They got to business. So I don't understand why Durk really in his head, why he don't understand and be like, you know what? Von kind of crashed out.
Too many of this shit.
Nah, he should have said Von kind of crashed out. You know what I'm saying? He kind of did some stuff that was wrong, and that kind of is what got him killed. Not only that, he got a couple more people killed that night. You know what I'm saying? He got people shot.
And he just beat a case with Von. Like, he should be counting them blessings. Like, I don't know what he was doing. Like,
I would say, damn, my boy crashed out that night. I ain't finna lie.
But I think he felt he had to slide for Von, and that's what kept pushing it.
You gotta imagine though, like, you know what I'm saying? People are always gonna try to push your buttons too. They're gonna try to bring you out your character, especially if they see that you're doing something that's positive. And when people that are doing things positive, there's always some negative or some hater or somebody that's gonna come around that's gonna try to bring you out of that to your boiling point. Does
that mean as a millionaire you're some rap star? Does that mean that you need to go out and put money on people's head or slide on people?
That's what I'm
because
saying.
all you're really doing is throwing your life away.
It's tempting, though.
You're only throwing your life away if the people that you're investing in to do the job, you know what I'm saying,
they just did it sloppy.
They're not professional. They're not.
Facts.
But you're looking at it from a street person's point of view. You hear
we're
what you just said.
Right.
You hear what you just said.
Though.
Right.
I understand, but you hear what he just said. If they ain't doing the job right, then they're going to get you in trouble.
And you got to know, like,
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you were doing something like that, you'd have to be like on some high end, you know what I'm saying, super, I'm paid, you know what I'm saying, like at least 30, 50 grand, 100 grand, you know what I'm saying, for a real legitimate hitman. I want some guy from Russia.
That's what I'm saying. That's some young.
I don't want no homies from the hood.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Nobody
he chose.
I want someone that's going to disappear.
Yeah.
He did it too close. Like, he didn't wipe off none of those, you know what I mean?
Right,
receipts.
you know what I'm saying?
He kept all, like.
I just don't understand his way of thinking, because when you're rich, like I said, like Freeway Ricky Ross kind of said it, when you're rich, it's like,
and not just that.
Maybe we should be trying to, like, kill the ops by, like, having money or like in Atlanta, like if where's Quando Rondo from Savannah, Georgia? I would have put like Lil Durk grocery stores in Savannah, Georgia. You know what I'm saying? So he had to see it every day.
Humble him, kill him with humbleness.
You know what I'm saying? Lil Durk hamburgers. You know what I mean? But
it really kind of disappointed me too, though, because I really like Quando Rondo. He's a real good artist. He talks about a lot of good stuff from the heart, just like Durk. Like, the reason what kills me is like, yeah, and you know, they're from different hoods or whatever. They have altercations. But if I were to ever see those two come together on a song or something like that,
that'd be massive, bro.
They would definitely be the thing that sets off a whole new generation of music. For sure. You know what I'm saying?
That's facts.
And I can see that, regardless of where they're from, the way that they talk, the idealistics that they had are very similar. You know, and for me, that's like, you know, when you have business ideas or things that you plan to do, like, you know, say for future, for children and stuff like that, like, why can't you come together with it? Like, you see Trey the Truth, he's Texas guy.
But it's like that slave.
He stand on business like that too, though.
I don't want to be disrespectful.
No, they put us against each other.
It's like that slave mentality, right? So because we all black, we doing good, we feel like, we got to compete against each other. Yep. It only need to be one top black and stuff like that. That's how it goes. And we shouldn't even be, as black people, as much as we've been through, we shouldn't even be beefing. Like, you should be meeting up and be like, are you tripping? We tripping? Bro, let's try to get to the bottom of this. We trying to get money. We already been through enough. You know what I'm saying? Our ancestors, we already been.
Why can't we come together on some Black Gorilla family type stuff?
And it was over a female, wasn't it too? Durk and, what's the nigga name? Excuse me.
It was Quando Rondo's cousin.
Quando Rondo and King Von. What was the beef over?
They just been funking with each other.
I think it was over the female, though.
I think it was over some female.
Yeah, it was over a female, bro. If I'm not mistaken.
It always is, most of the time.
No, you know what? Actually, you're right, because of the fact that I did see a video.
Was it Asian doll?
I'm not sure if it was Asian doll. It was one. It was some female that I seen.
Yeah,
Asian doll, right?
Asian doll.
Yeah. So I think that's what I'm saying. So let me get back to it originally. So I think it's all the beef is over a girl. So I know that we could have got past that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, and most of the beefs are over women all the time.
Most of these females are the same. You know what I'm saying? Like, they come a dime.
But really, they tell on themselves in their music. Like, they rapping like they got something to prove.
Oh, yeah, I got your chick. I got your chick. Yeah, my house.
And I slid on this, and I slid on that, and this time,
you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Calling people out their name.
But I slid on this, but I slid on this, I slid on that. It just sends you to jail. So that's
exactly where they're at. So it's like,
I mean, that shit is tight when you want to listen to when you want to listen to the music for the shock value. I guess, you know what I'm saying, that works. But I slid
but I'm saying that don't help his case when he said
because like I didn't have
monitoring me, like songs are called monitoring me, like
and I didn't have people report songs that I didn't make saying I said a little too much. So I don't know. The music, man, the music should be music. Honestly, the music should just be music.
They want to control you any way they could. Control your mind.
It's all manipulation, brother. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just all it is. You know what I'm saying? Most of it is all manipulation, and it's to guide the young community into something, to believing that they're gonna obtain something that they're not by doing these things that these people that they have, that they're out there famous, that they got away with it. But see, they had to sign paperwork with somebody to even become that person. You're not just gonna get it like that off the streets. You know what I'm saying? Like that.
And not as a black man neither. Like as a black man, you're not just finna get in these secret societies and all this secret.
You're just gonna get killed. That's it. You're gonna try to get into something you don't know about. You in it with. You know what I'm saying? And then
you gotta give something to get back.
They're gonna just get you out the way because you don't even know what's going on. You think you know what's going on, but you ain't even on their peak of their level. You know what I'm saying?
That's 100.
And they already just, you know what I'm saying? You in the win.
That's 100. That's facts though. But man, shout out to
everybody we mentioned.
Shout out to Durk, man. Hopefully, you beat your case. I mean, I know you did it real sloppy, so
you know what I'm saying?
I ain't even trying to hate, but I mean that was real sloppy. Like Versace said, man, you should have had a hit, man. Like Beezy said, man, you should have been a team player, man. But I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? You just got
best of luck, for sure.
Gotta ride through it.
You know
Free Durkio, man.
Shout out to,
but what's the last topic?
We gonna
run it in and form, man.
They just caught the murderer for the United Healthcare, man.
Yeah.
So they caught bruh sitting in the McDonald's. I guess somebody recognized his face. He looked familiar because he's all over every social media outlet you see. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, his name Luigi something.
So
some Italian last name.
Somebody seen him. They got up on him real quick. They found him on his laptop. And 2 ghost guns on him. He was probably planning the next
in McDonald's.
Yeah, in
so
McDonald's.
You know he ain't had nowhere else
up
to go.
To no good.
he didn't have nowhere else to go. He was like, man, I'm on the run.
But no,
they got my face on the news everywhere.
Right.
My family don't even want me to pull up. So he was sitting in McDonald's with 2 ghost guns and all the evidence on him. So
that just shows you how brazen he is, man.
Or that shows you that he did some dumb stuff, didn't really think it out because he had no one else.
No, he really didn't care because everywhere I see him, he had smiles on his face.
You think he didn't care?
Right, like I feel like he went in there with the intention.
Nah, he didn't.
Like he went in there with the intention, like I'm going to go blow this man's head off because he's playing with my life and my family and my money.
But what about the intention of trying to get away? Because it seemed like he really tried to get away though, but it seemed like he just didn't have no help after that.
When
you gotta imagine he just said that his family, one of his family members, I think somebody in his family's died,
passed away,
aunts or uncles or something like that, and that was his like only family or something like that he really like associated with,
his
like
grandparents, I think,
right? His grandparents, and it was because of the fact that that man wouldn't give them their money.
Yeah,
for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's not right.
Well, see let's boil it down too, because you got a lot of people saying that Brian Thompson, when he got killed, he got killed.
Hero.
He got killed for a justified reason. So some people are saying that, you know what I mean? So they're saying like, these companies, we pay all these premiums, we pay $300-$400, a month, and then we go in here to try to get our medications, or we go in here and try to get this and that, and we got to pay a copay, or sometimes people with cancer, they get their medications denied. You know, and that's the problem. And
if you don't got insurance like mine, my shit's like
that's a problem in itself. Though, getting your stuff denied, like
$15,000 just to, you know what I mean?
Yeah. The bill be like $15,000. You got to cover a $15,000
monthly.
Bill. Monthly. You can't cover that when you paying for this insurance. So I know a lot of people, they're praising Luigi right now for doing that to do, because they're all going through the same situations.
Right, like he just knew he was going out, bro,
and he didn't have nothing to lose. That's why he's probably in the McDonald's just sitting there with no mask. He did it with no mask.
Right, you know what I'm saying?
He left little messages on the bullets.
Yeah, so he knew. He came in there with the intention to come in there and take that man's life, because guess what? Like if I'm gonna go harm somebody, brother, like you don't understand, bro. If you're gonna go harm someone like that, there is a lot of pondering and pain and suffering behind that man.
That's for sure.
Him to make him to go and do that. So he was hurting
everywhere he is. Like,
no, he was hurting to a breaking point. You have to understand. Listen to what I'm telling you.
No, that's fact.
No,
he was smiling because that man had lost his motherfucking marbles.
Yeah,
for sure.
And excuse me for cussing, but that man had lost his marbles.
That's facts.
And
no, you could tell.
And he was at the point of breaking because of the fact that he had lost so much that he was like, forget it. I'm going to go out into this place and I'm going to find this man.
Yeah.
And I'm going to make sure that he understands what true fear is.
Yeah.
And everybody else around me, it's going to leave a message. It's going to make a statement.
I just know that I think, like you said, I think you're probably right, because he didn't even, leaving clues.
You writing messages on your bullets.
It make it seem like you want to get caught.
Not wearing a mask.
In the grand scheme of things.
Yeah. Like, well, he just didn't care. He was probably expecting to get taken out.
Well, by a real assassin, you got to think about it like this. A real assassin, right? They're not going to leave no clue. You know what I'm saying? Like if you pay somebody $100,000 to go kill somebody,
he knows it's a social media
They're
world.
not leaving no evidence.
So I think that this dude probably almost wanted to get caught. It's almost like he's writing a book right now. Like we're reading his novel.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? It's like
they're probably gonna make a movie out of this.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be a movie. That's what I'm saying. It's almost like a book waiting to happen right now. A movie waiting to happen. You know what I'm saying? And it just seems like I don't know. Like he wanted this to happen. He wanted to get caught. But in McDonald's,
and when I first seen it, I didn't pay too much attention. Then I seen it on every outlet, and I was like, "Oh, this shit must be serious."
Yeah, no, it's serious because he did it in New York in broad daylight, and what everyone's thinking,
a disguise too.
To me, I think in my head, what everybody's thinking is, how did he do this in New York with all these cameras? You know what I mean? How did he do this in New York with all these cameras in front of everybody? You know, how did this even go on? You get what I'm saying? There's no way. So people are thinking like, oh, it's an inside job. You know, the conspiracy theories, people are thinking instantly, this is an inside job.
That's what I was just about to say a little bit ago. Like, it's got to be.
Right.
Nah, he wouldn't have got
caught. Because I said it on one of the other shows, like some higher ups, like they wanted to take him out because, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was a liability.
Yeah, I just feel like the conspiracy theory, you know what I'm saying, type of thing is, you know, people thought that he wasn't going to, like, because some
things. It ain't a conspiracy no more. We solved it.
I know, but some things, some people know, like the feds.
Shit gets deep, though.
The American task, you know what I mean.
The people will come and take you out, bro. They'll send a guy in there and be like, yeah, you know what, check this out. We want you to go take this man out, you know what I'm saying? Facts. And guess what? You're going to go sit down for a little bit and we're going to come and get you
even
in a little
just
while
talking
and
too
you're going
much
to go back
about
up
it,
to live your life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Not
He
true
could be a
statement.
nobody. He could have just been a stand-in. Literally, that's what those are.
That's
They
what I
call
think
them-
that
I
they're
think
called
he knew
stand-ins, like
too
you said.
much.
Just like I
Yeah.
think the Donald Trump assassinator. I
yeah,
think he was
they're
just a
just
stand-in.
stand-ins.
He
They're
took
just
the
people-
shot for someone else for sure.
Yeah.
Right, you know what I'm saying? They're people that, like, you know what I'm saying, they have no life or nothing like that, you know what I'm saying? Or they'll take money, you know what I'm saying, from somebody, a bribe, a government or whatever, you know what I'm saying, go do this, you know what I'm saying? And then
This
you
shit
can
gets
just, you'll
deep,
disappear.
bro.
You take this money, do what we ask, and you just go disappear with your life. Go live your life. Here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They get what they want, you get what you want, and they, y'all part ways, you know what I'm saying? This end of the bargain, though, this guy was just, you know what I'm saying, one
Hey,
of the
man,
ones
but
that was,
R.I.P. him though for sure.
he was
Yeah,
one
but-
of the men's, though, you know what I'm saying? That
One of the
really
top
went down.
dogs for sure.
No, I mean you 100% right. I think that in situations like this, you got people that's sent to do things, and maybe he was one of those though. But
Cleaner upper, cleaner.
that's what they call it. There was a movie called
Yeah.
The Cleaner, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
There
saying.
was a movie called The Cleaner. Yeah, so that was a good reference actually. So yeah, I mean they probably was the cleaners, but sometimes the cleaners aren't meant
And
to
they
get
got
away.
good intentions sometimes. You know what I mean?
Right.
They could be taking out someone that's doing, and he probably was doing bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They
The only way they
short people on
could, the only way they
insurance.
could fix the problem is by taking him out.
Fix the problem.
He had too much power. Maybe and it might be in contractual. Like it might be things he
Shit gets
signed.
deep.
He
Shit
signed
gets
and
deep.
no one don't know behind the scenes. And he's like, man, we're not going to give these people their health care. We're not going to give them their prescriptions because bottom line, we're trying to make profits. It's just like car
And his
insurance,
name-
right?
Right.
It's
His
just like
name
house
sounds
insurance.
like-
It's like, bro, when you crash your car, they send you through hoops to get your insurance money, you know what I'm saying? Or somebody crash into you because they don't want to pay you because at the end of the day, they're trying to make a profit. So maybe he did sign some things in contracts and he was the problem. So if
Right.
people are praising it, you never know what really
And
happened.
his
That's all I'm
name
saying.
too sounds
Right.
like a hitman's name, Luigi.
Facts. He sound like a hitman, bro.
Yeah, it sounds
The
like
way
a
he
hitman
looked
name.
like a hitman. The way he did it seemed like a
boy, he was
hitman.
trained to kill, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah, to the next one, man. Hey,
For
thank
real.
y'all for rocking with us, man. Hey,
There it
this
is
is
there.
another episode of Unfiltered.
Yeah, I'll
Yes,
beat
sir.
you back in the handicap assassin.
Yeah,
It's your
man.
boy KVNG Versace. You know
Hey,
what
God
it is.
bless all y'all. It's your boy Big Gotti. To the next one, man. Y'all stay safe out there, man.
Let's get it.